Hi, I was just doing some phone witnessing. Do you have a minute?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just doing some phone witnessing. Do you have a minute?
I have a lot of minutes.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, can I share scripture with you?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay, so I wanted to share from Revelation chapter 14. Do you want to look at your own Bible or do you want me to just read it?
No, go ahead and read it.
Okay.
That'd be fine.
This is actually the King James, which is on jw.org, but it's talking about in verse 1 the 144,000. The Lamb stood on Mount Zion, with him 144,000. Then in verse 3 it says, and they sung a new song before the throne and before the beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb wherever he goes. They were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and the Lamb. So I was wondering what about some of the other descriptions about the 144,000. Like, for example, saying if you take it literally, they're all men and they're virgins.
Well, let me just say this,
Uh
because
huh.
you're talking that you're trying to tell me that only 144,000 people have an opportunity to go to heaven, and you burst my bubble. All my entire life, I thought I had a chance either go to heaven, or go to hell. So with this thought in mind, you're freaking me out. You're freaking me out. I'm not. I know I'm not going to be part of the 144,000. I
Okay,
don't know what to say.
so I was asking about the interpretation of the number 144,000 as being literal, and why isn't the rest of it literal, right? Because you guys believe that when it says they're not defiled with women for their virgins, you don't believe they're literal virgins or must be men, that aren't defiled with women, right? You believe that's
I
metaphorical
don't
for
know what to
something?
believe. I'm sorry, but I just don't know what to believe. I'm all messed up. I don't know what I'm going to do now, but please forgive me, but I need to stop.
So, ma'am, you're calling the King Hall Jehovah's Witnesses to ask about the 144,000?
Yeah. I shared a scripture and asking, yeah, some questions about it. Why that's a literal number as opposed to all the other numbers in Revelation, which the Watchtower
Okay.
interprets
So,
metaphorically.
so in the Bible, when something's metaphorical,
Hmm.
they'll mention it once. But if it's a literal number, it will be mentioned twice.
Who
The
who
Book of
said who
Revelation
said that?
largely
Who said that? I never heard that principle. You have a
All right. Are you
reference for
calling to
that?
argue, or are you calling to learn something?
Yeah, I'm asking you
That's
a question about what you just said because I don't really see how that's true.
I'll tell you what.
Hmm.
We offer home Bible studies if you want to learn. If you're just calling about one random question, I'm not prepared to answer that random
Oh,
question right
okay.
now.
Okay, no problem. I
We're
just
in
thought,
a no. We're absolutely willing to talk to you, man.
okay.
It's just that you're calling in the middle of a meeting.
Oh, okay. Well, I that's why I asked, do you have a minute in the
If
beginning?
you might ask your name and number, and we can get someone to contact you.
Well, I won't be available later today. I'll be busy. But yeah, also with the 12 tribes, they're saying that's
You're 12 tribes going here.
metaphorically, and also that they're Jewish is clear in the other passage. So, yeah, I
Well,
just wonder
so
about that.
yeah, there's anti-typical and typical prophecies in the Bible. A typical prophecy applies to just the people of that time or near the future. Anti-typical is when it has a greater, an initial fulfillment, but a greater one in the future. So there are ones that talk about the new system in Jerusalem and it being.
Pancakes are burning up.
Oh, pancakes are burning up, sister. Young
Oh,
lady.
okay.
Can I take your number?
Uh, no, that's okay. But I appreciate Appreciate you letting me ask about it.
Well, almost talked about
My
it
name is
too. Thank you very much
Christine.
for your time.
God bless you. I like to learn about religion, so I was listening to a talk by Jehovah's Witnesses online. Do you mind if I run something by you about it? I just had a question about something.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, it's an older lecture. It's on a academic website called archive.org. They archive lectures and all kinds of books and things like that. So the name of the talk was Stand Firm Against the Devil's Crafty Acts in the Field of Education. So I wanted to run it by you. Like, they give a little summary of it. It says, this lecture is from a Circuit Assembly of Jehovah's Witnesses. The outline for the lecture was provided by the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses under the direction of the Watchtower Society. Young Jehovah's Witnesses are encouraged not to pursue higher education, which is called one of the devil's crafty acts. Instead, young witnesses are encouraged to be full-time door-to-door pioneers or evangelists. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, so we actually just had an update about that. So when it comes to higher education, it kind of used to be frowned upon, but now it's kind of like, you know, in this day of age, it's hard to make a living without having that higher education. So we've had an understanding if we could come to a balance with it. If I can have you speak to one of our elders real quick, and he could give you a little,
no,
explain it better.
No, I don't want to. I like what you're saying. The thing is, discouraging it, is that how you put it? That they used to discourage it, or how did you say that?
Yeah, it was just kind of more because going to college and all that, it takes time away from being able to serve Jehovah fully.
So
it used to be, it was kind of more frowned upon.
Oh, frowned upon. That's what I was groping for, what you said. Now, if you think about it here, I understand that the governing body, which I've actually heard this on videos and things, they speak for Jehovah, and they're called the only channel and things like that. So if the governing body provides this outline and they call it one of the devil's crafty acts, that's not just encouraging it, you know what I mean? Or discouraging it or frowning upon.
Yeah.
It's much, much stronger than that. And it's not only is it not hard to make a living today, it really was in the past too, especially for some people who might not be talented or physically strong enough to do construction and things like trades, you know. So there's many people now discussing this. There's one forum on this on generally Jehovah's Witness topic, mostly former members. It has over 100,000 members, so there is a lot of testimonies about this now. Some did not get to pursue their dreams or their passions because of that. They were also told in 1969 that they would never fulfill any career in the system of things because they won't even grow up, because of course they were predicting the end. Do they have any sympathy for all these people?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Where do they say
the governing
that?
body has given this a lot of consideration and thought.
That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, do they ever refer to all these people? It seems like the previous dictate has just gone down the memory hole instantly, and they don't even mention the people. And some of them don't even have any retirement. So is there something I can see about their compassion or even financial compensation to help them now that they're retirement age, when they were told, don't worry about your future in 1969? I could read that one to you too. It's pretty interesting. They said, oh, don't worry about that. Don't go to college. The system will be over by then.
Yeah. So, do you mind if I have you speak to one of my elders right here, and he can explain a lot better?
No, thanks. I think I haven't heard them say anything about it. They're not providing any compensation, even apology. I don't see him. I heard the talk. I heard the governing body update number 5, and he didn't seem bothered by it in the least.
I see.
Do you ever think about those people? It might be something to think about. What has happened to them, and a lot of them are retirement age now, that were given that kind of instruction from the only channel of truth, and that's how they regarded it. So it's pretty sad situation.
Yeah, I hear your concern.
Okay, it's just something to think about. And that one, if you want to see that particular quote, I'm sure you have a good memory. It's in May 22nd, 1969, Awake. But you will have to look for it because they don't have that one on their website. May 22nd, 1969. There's sites that archive the older publications, like watchtowerwayback.org. Okay, hope you check it out. Hey, what's your name? Thanks for being so nice to me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Zacchaeus.
Okay, nice to talk to you. God bless.
Thank you. I appreciate you expressing your
Okay.
concerns.
Yeah.
God bless you. Bye. Hi, my name is Christine. I like to learn about religion, and I was listening to a lecture from Jehovah's Witnesses online, and I just wanted to run something by you if you had a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the lecture was called "Stand Firm Against the Devil's Crafty Acts in the Field of Education," and it says the outline was provided. This is just a summary on an academic site called archive.org. It says the outline for the lecture was provided by the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses under the direction of the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. Young Jehovah's Witnesses are encouraged not to pursue higher education, which is viewed as one of the devil's crafty acts. Instead, young witnesses are encouraged to be full-time door-to-door pioneers.
Hello?
Yeah. Are you still there?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, what's that all about? They were trying to get people to basically work for the organization instead of going to college?
Well, let's see. The best way I could explain it would be that the important part is to serve God, not to give more importance to money, which is something that comes and goes. If someone would like to get a higher education, it's up to them.
Well, when they say they're the only channel that speaks for God, and they call it one of the devil's crafty acts, I don't think the atmosphere is very encouraging about that. It's just another way of saying don't do that,
I understand your point of view, and it's very difficult to speak over this on the phone.
No, it's not.
I would recommend go to our website and you can ask for an appointment, and you can even ask if someone could visit you and to show you what it is that we do, what it is that we teach.
I don't find the phone really difficult. Going along with this summary from the talk, about the crafty acts of the devil, have you ever seen what they said in May 22nd, 1969, Awake magazine about the future of young people? Do you want me to read it to you?
No, it's okay.
Oh, I thought it was spiritual food. It's from the Awake magazine.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
I'm familiar with it.
Okay, it says, if you are a young person, remember, this is 1969, May 22nd, 1969, you also need to face the fact that you will never grow old in this present system of things. Why not? Because all the evidence in Bible prophecy indicates this corrupt system is due to end in a few years. of the generation that saw the last days in 1914, Jesus foretold, "This generation will by no means pass away until all these things occur. Therefore, as a young person, you will never fulfill any career that this system offers. If you are in high school and thinking about college, it means at least 4 and maybe even 6 or 8 more years to graduate into a specialized career. But where will this system of things be by that time? It will be well on the way towards its finish, if not actually gone." So, what's your thought about that?
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Uh-huh.
I speak more Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm from the Spanish congregation.
Okay.
And if it would be better if another time someone from the English congregation would speak to you about
Okay.
this.
Well, your English is very impressive. It seems you're very fluent.
Thank you.
I wish I knew 2 languages, especially Spanish. Right? It would be useful. But yeah, you did understand what they were saying there, right?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. Well, if you want to check it out in Spanish, do you have a pencil?
Would you mind giving me your information? That way someone else could talk to you.
No, that's not necessary. If you remember to look it up, it's May 22nd, Awake 1969. And of course, I think they don't have Awakes until the year 1970. I'm thinking it's partly because of this one. But you can look it up online. There's one site, it's called watchtowerwayback.org. It has all of them, even from the very beginning. So
Yes.
I know you have a good memory. May 22nd, 1969. Thanks for talking and thanks for being so nice to me.
All right, have a good day.
Okay, God bless you. Bye.